The UK is committed to getting to net zero greenhouse gas emissions by 2050. That commitment in principle hasn't been changed, but the Prime Minister has said that we're going to get there in a slightly different way, slightly more slowly in some senses. So instead of getting to no new diesel and petrol cars by 2030, that target is being pushed back to 2035. And instead of banning the sale of new boilers for heating our houses in 2035, it's now only an 80% target for getting rid of gas boilers by then. It's worth saying that that in particular remains an incredibly ambitious target, since we've still got little idea, frankly, how we're going to replace gas boilers, how we're going to get the heat pumps, the insulation and so on into our houses, which will allow us to get rid of gas boilers by that time. Part of the issue here, I think, is that it's been great in many senses. There's been this consensus about getting to net zero, and the consensus around the targets made by the Climate Change Committee, of which I was until recently a member, for the budgets for carbon emissions over that period. But there's been actually remarkably little serious debate, particularly within Parliament, about how we're going to achieve that. It's going to be difficult. It's going to involve investment across the economy in the trillions rather than the billions of pounds. That's an awful lot of money. And it is going to change the way in which we live our lives in a way that moving towards low carbon electricity really hasn't.